Alrighty. So I was busy yesterday. I didn't really have a lot of free time to be able to react to this. I completely missed it. So we're going to go ahead and watch it now. Supposedly they dropped something really huge for this is the 3.5 Star Rail special program. I knew it was coming out. I just wasn't able to watch it when it came out. So we're going to go ahead and react to it now. Let me do that. And let's see. This program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya. Okay. Okay. Pause. Already. Pause. So, okay, March 7th's back. That's new. Okay. Yep, fine on becoming a god. Whoa! Okay, you look familiar. I don't know who you are. Wait, no, wait. That's Hycilians. Is that Sierra? I think that might be. Sorry, I'm not caught up completely on the characters. I know, I think like a week ago they released strip marketing for Hycilians and Sierra, but I'm not 100% on that. Pause. I'm sorry, what? Is that Don Hung? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So that's gotta be Sierra. That's Don Hung. Okay then. Backlick one little frame. March 7th's eyes have turned red. Huh. Because that's clearly March 7th. But she's now sporting more of a look that is like Kafka with the purple and the red. Alright. Alright. The Herta. The Core Flames, okay. Cyrene. Puzzle piece. What the fuck? That's March 7th. I am at a loss for words. That was epic. Probably the most epic, like, introduction they've ever done for the special programs. I haven't watched a lot of them, so. Holy shit. That was... God damn. So... that leads me to believe that this is the end.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Honkai Star Rail version 3.5 special program. I'm your host, Albert. Our three guests today are all renowned figures. So, let's give them a warm welcome.
No need for formalities, dear subjects. The masses have given me many titles, but here, feel free to call me by my name, Saridra.
I'm
Saridra.
Herda. No need for further introductions.
Greetings, dear viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you all again.
Once again, a warm welcome to you all. Ooh, oh, Albert is so honored. Not only do
Are we gonna be getting Screwlum as a playable character anytime soon? Like, he's been shown so much, and it's almost like kind of hinted at he might be. I mean, we got the Herta.
we have
We got
the
Ron May.
genius, Jim, unrivaled genius and inimitable beauty on our show. We've also got a genius symbolizing mechanical aesthetics, humanistic charm, and elegant precision. And even Her Imperial Majesty has graced us with her presence.
If you keep going on like this, Dux Blabator, the audience is going to walk out.
Dux Blabbiter, Your Imperial Majesty, if I may be so bold, letting the audience know about our important guests is crucial. This is not idle chatter.
Owlbert, just get to the point, okay?
Since this is what our guests unanimously requested, as we enter version 3.5, the second half of the Amphorian story will officially begin. We'll meet brand new companions and witness familiar friends in a completely new light.
Second half.
Indeed. Besides the already known Chrysos heirs, we also caught glimpses of Lady Saridra and Lady Hycelens in that trailer.
Uh-huh.
Miss March 7th and Mr. Dan Hung have also undergone quite significant changes.
And that one with pink hair, she looks a lot like that girl named Cyrene? Was that her new form?
I'll keep that under wraps for now. But what I can tell you is that this renewed journey is about to...
But why does she look so much like March 7th, though? That's what I'm very confused about. Huh.
ascend to a
We'll
higher
see.
dimension. At the place where three paths intertwine, a battle of paths that will determine the safety of the cosmos has begun. In version 3.4 story, the Trailblazer made a promise with Finan and took up the mantle of Deliverer. Meanwhile, Finan went to confront Nanook with the most blazing fury.
We now know
Yeah, that entire thing was insane. Like, that was so well done. I remember playing that and being like, yo, HSR on another level with the animations. Like, bring it down a notch, but also keep it coming.
that Amphorius was a testing ground for the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb to self-extrapolate and grow, while Finan and Cyrene accumulated power
Which I'm
through
wondering
30
if
million eternal
that's-
recurrences to delay the moment of Iron Tomb's true completion.
Even though human strength remains insignificant before the eons, human will shall never be mere pawns for the gods to manipulate at their whim.
Yeah. So I'm curious if that person we saw in the beginning cutscene was Iron Tomb that we were about to fight. Because if so, that's going to be really cool. But also, it's probably going to suck.
The fury of 400 million core flames brought forth a destruction as brilliant as a solar flare. Biden's efforts have once again interrupted the progress of Iron Tomb, and at the beginning of version 3.5, we'll discover that even the spread of the black tide has been halted.
Oh, so that too was the work of the Deliverer. Finan. I'll remember that name.
But back to the matter at hand. The weight of the world rests on that little one's shoulders, and saving Amphorius remains an unavoidable conundrum.
Countless embers illuminate the firmament of night, each burning their own radiance, but there is only one star that has remained eternal in the vast and deep. It says before their deaths, so... because they wouldn't kill off the main characters. That would make absolutely no sense. I hypothesize that either Hycilians or Siedra are gonna die, but I have no way of knowing.
Before saving the world, there's one more preparation we need to make. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. According to my and Madame Herta's speculation, this ultimate protocol goes by another name in Amphorius. The Law Titan, Talanton.
Exactly! So if we can master the authority of law before the Era Nova is complete, we can find a new breakthrough and turn the tables in our favor.
According to Amphorian history, the core flame of law was returned a millennium ago. The Trailblazers' mission is therefore clear. Anchor to a time before the core flame's return, travel back to the past, and claim the core flame.
In version 3.5's Trailblaze mission, the Trailblazer will journey alongside Cyrene to Akama from 1,000 years ago in a new cycle of the eternal recurrence. That was also the era when Aglaya's predecessors still held power. The bearer of the Law Core Flame and Empress of Akama, the Imperator Saridra.
Then, you are all targeting me? What makes you so sure I will cooperate with the Trailblazer without any reservations?
I wouldn't say they're targeting you. Someone as brilliant and mighty as yourself surely understands that the Trailblazer is working towards a brighter future for Amphorius. In version 3.5,
I have a feeling there's going to be conflict.
The Trailblazer will not only meet the Knight Commander Hycilians and Imperator Saridra while revisiting the past, but they'll also encounter Tribi and Aglaya from a millennium ago. We hope you're looking forward to this first meeting and reunion.
I believe the Trailblazer will win everyone's trust with their sincerity, as always.
Moreover, in version 3.5, we'll get to see another side of 60 as the city of infinite revelry. Legend has it that in the coastal city-state, encircled by rainbows and ocean currents, the festivities never cease. People indulge in endlessly refilled honey brews while music flows without pause through every hour of the day.
But those residents in the city don't look too friendly, do they?
Wow.
Better watch out.
Don't be so quick to celebrate, and don't think you can just brush this off. This involves the core flame of law. Do you really think it'll be that easy?
Indeed, since it concerns the ultimate protocol. That old Intellitron will definitely pay extra attention. He's very likely to step in and personally intervene.
That is no longer just a possibility. The Theoros Ligus has recently arrived at the Holy City and already sought an audience with me. As for what he said, it was interesting, to say the least.
So
Going from an
Ligus is
observer
here
to an
again.
interventionist is quite the unusual shift. While it shows his plans have been seriously impacted and need urgent revision, it also means the Trailblazer will face even tougher challenges ahead.
Something's off. If he's just a regular administrator, this level of dedication is way over the top. Who could this old Intellitron really be?
Maybe Ligus's true identity and motives will surface as we continue to clash with him. Besides, even when facing higher dimensional opponents, we have reliable allies who can lend us a hand. In version 3.5, both the geniuses Herta and Skrullum will become more deeply involved in Amphorius.
That's kind of what
them, our hand in this game grows
considering
even stronger. To add another layer of assurance to our journey,
considering the fact that Skrullum and Herta have become more a important part of the plot as well as the story, because they wanted to figure out like what was happening to Emphorius. They also want to discover like what's wrong with March 7th, the Iron Tomb situation. It makes a lot of sense that they're going to be a bigger part of 3.5 because of the fact of all of this happening that seemingly maybe not everyone is aware of, but in some ways, a lot of people that are on the planet are aware that this is happening. It seems like we're going to probably have a final battle with Iron Tomb and maybe break the simulation, because the very end of 3.4, we ran into the problem of no more data could be uploaded because the missing data was corrupted or something like that for Finon's main quest. So we'll see what happens. I'm very interested to see how well they do in rounding this out, because the Penacony one was kind of all over the place. So it'll be interesting to see how the Emphorius one wraps up and if it wraps up nicely.
Oh, Albert here has gathered some intel about Lygus to share with everyone. Let's check it out. During combat, Lygus will switch between two different forms. In his first form, he can generate Titankin for combat.
Yeah, I kind of figured we would have to fight Lygus.
Characters affected by this special effect will have their ultimates activated, but using an ultimate during this effect will cost massive HP.
When the total number of allies and enemies that appear on the field reaches a certain amount, Lygus will enter his second form. In this second form, black tide creatures will continuously spawn, and Lygus will modify these monsters' parameters to greatly increase their threat level. During this phase, he will continuously enhance his ultimate as time passes. When using the ultimate, Lygus will deal massive distributed damage to all allies.
Oh? Is there any key information to help solve this puzzle?
Of course! If you can make a certain number of allies and enemies leave the field during his second form, it'll accelerate Lygus' switch back to his first form, reducing the threat of his ultimate.
Logic. We need to quickly eliminate black tide creatures to reduce the threat and improve our chances of victory.
Though it's still
So, Lygus has the same action as the Flame Reaver had, where the more of his companions you defeat, the less damage your characters took.
Clear why we must directly confront the Theoros. Knowing your enemy is half the battle. Dux Avis Snoopius, your intel work is impressive.
Oh, thank you for your praise, Your Imperial Majesty. All right, let's take a short break for now, and when we come back, I've got more intel about our two Chrysos Heirs seniors.
So I'm just gonna skip over this part. Hycilians looks really cool. She looks very similar to if Kokomi and Raiden from Genshin were fused together.
Hey! Why is the studio leaking?
Dux Plumpus, if this is your idea of entertainment, it's pretty underwhelming.
Dramatic, I got this. Hey!
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your quick thinking.
Finally back to normal. Hey, director! This studio needs fixing.
Hycilians might be on my pull list. I'm not exactly sure yet.
Folks, we're on a tight budget here, so please bear with us.
All right, go find Dux Goldweaver and have her allocate some repair funds.
Thank you for your gracious gift, Your Imperial Majesty.
Come to think of it, this Hycilians looks quite different from regular humans. She's got scales, and her belly seems to be transparent?
That's right. Hycilians is the most powerful and beautiful sea siren princess born to Fagusa, the ocean titan. She grew up in the embrace
Ah.
of the ocean.
I see, but why did this beautiful sea siren come ashore?
I think I'd
And
be
how did
more
she end up
likely to
becoming
pull
the knight commander
Sierra.
of the holy city?
Although the black tide hasn't spread in this cycle, it still surges in the darkest bowels of the world. In other words, the ocean. Fagusa promised the sea sirens that after repelling the black tide, they would throw them an endless feast on land. But in the end, Fagusa fell into silence, and the sea sirens were decimated in the war,
Oh no.
leaving Hycealins as the sole survivor.
That's
When I
sad.
first met her, Hycealins was in a complete daze. Her power could scatter armies, yet she no longer knew whom her blade served.
A tragic
Ah.
past. Sounds like prime protagonist material for a novel. Then what happened?
Since that is the case, I will point the way. If she yearns for revelry, I will see it done. All I ask is for her unwavering loyalty, to stand as my sword and banner, and mine alone.
I see. So Lady Saridra became Lady Hycealins' light.
But can she adapt to life on land as a sea siren?
She did struggle a bit at first, but now she's got the hang of it. She also gained the friendship of my other loyal subjects, such as the previously mentioned Duck's Gold Weaver, Aglaya.
But rumor has it that Hycealins has never been seen together with little Cypher. They say she deliberately avoids any occasions where Dolus's little kitty is present.
It's only natural for a fish
So did the
to avoid a cat.
hmm.
Now then, let's see how Miss Hycealins performs in combat.
As my sword and banner, she fears no combat. When she uses her basic attack, skill, or ultimate in combat, there's a chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on enemies.
It seems
damage
Lady
over time,
Hycealins
okay.
is a perfect match for characters who specialize in DOT effects.
That's right. When using her skill, Hycealins increases damage taken by all enemies and deals damage. When using her ultimate, Hycealins creates a zone on the field and deals damage to all enemies.
Sunlight pours into the shimmering sea, where graceful fish dance in the
Interesting.
water. Such is the breathtaking beauty befitting of a sea siren princess.
That's my most beautiful sword.
So
But
does
for
she have like a
enemies,
violin
such
weapon?
beauty means deadly danger. Enemies in the zone will have reduced defense and take additional physical DOT from Hycealins whenever they take DOT damage.
Ooh, nothing beats the thrill of a new turn and a screen full of numbers flying off the enemies.
Why
This
does
zone is
Kafka have a
perfect for the buff
sword?
Kafka. After all, Kafka's frequency of dealing DOT damage is super frequent now.
Oh.
After using
Have I just never
technique,
noticed that? Has
Hycealin
Kafka
summons
always
a
has
special
sword?
dimension that automatically moves forward. Enemies within this dimension will not initiate attacks. When Hycealins actively attacks affected
Okay.
enemies to enter combat, her talent's effect will trigger multiple times, randomly applying DOT debuffs to the enemies.
Interesting.
I just noticed, is Miss Hycealins actually attacking with a violin bow?
Yeah.
Let the enemies slumber within the symphony, for the waves stirred by the Dux Gladiorum's melody are as graceful as they are deadly.
Thank you for the introduction. And now, let us get to know her better. The great ruler who reigned over an age, Saridra.
Yeah, I think I kinda like Saridra's look better. Did she just throw a rook at an enemy? So her attacks are chest-based. That's kinda cool.
Saridra, the great imperator, supreme commander of the holy city, initiator of the first flame chase journey, bearer of Law's core flame, and the key figure in the plan to seize Amphoris's administrative privileges.
Though I am absolutely a monarch, I need no songs of praise. Sweet words are but the daggers of cowards. If you're so eager to play the jester, why not just shut your beak and be the Imperator's pawn instead?
Your way of doing things is quite intimidating. I wonder, what do people usually say about you?
Ambitious and ruthlessly cruel.
The Imperator never fears controversy.
She kind of reminds me
nor
of
would she
Farina
act
in a
for
way.
the sake of praise. I studied chess since childhood. On the board, only one rule matters: win. I will stop at nothing and pay any price to achieve my goals.
Oh, what exactly do you mean by any price?
It means I won't hesitate, even if victory costs me my king piece. The only thing I want is that sweet checkmate at the end game.
I remember that Aglaia
Yeah,
was being trained as the Imperator's
Ciridra
successor.
is
That
probably
kind of
going to be a
pressure
pull
must
for
be
me.
immense.
Such pressure is nothing for the Imperator's successor.
Which is weird, because I like the
That
color
girl's
blue
tenacity
over,
is second to none.
or color purple over
Looks
blue
like
any day of the
convincing the
week.
Imperator to cooperate will be quite a challenge for the Trailblazer.
Oh, absolutely.
Could Mr. Albert share some more information to help improve the Trailblazer's chances?
Albert do have some juicy stories about the monarch. For instance, although she was known as the first and last monarch of Akama, she actually came from a city-state that worshipped Lantern.
Born in a foreign land, yet ruling over Akama.
Let me see what records we have here. During the first siege of Akama, the city was breached and faced a devastating crisis. At that time, it was Ciridra who led her army to ensure Akama's safety, sparing the citizens from the ravages of war. Since then,
Interesting.
she's been revered as its sovereign ruler, governing over the holy city.
That's right. Ciridra yearns to build Amphorius into a powerful, unified empire that will last for countless generations. That's why she decided to embark on the flame chase. When dealing with her, the Trailblazer might want to approach the conversation by discussing the future of Amphorius. And how would this monarch handle herself when facing enemies? Would you care to enlighten us, your Imperial Majesty?
I certainly can. As I mentioned before, I've studied chess since childhood, and the extrapolation of chess positions is my way of waging war. My skill can grant special buffs to one designated ally character. When the buffed character uses their basic attack or skill, they'll help me accumulate charge to level up this special buff. After leveling up, the special buff allows the character to duplicate their skill once when using it against enemies.
Oh.
So the same skill can hit twice.
That's right. Besides normal skills, some special enhanced skills can also be duplicated.
Take a look! Finance enhanced skill, which requires accumulating 4 stacks of skirts, can be used twice.
In other words, when
That's
paired
cool.
with Professor Anaxagoras, both his skill and extra skill can trigger again.
Sink into insanity! Straight to the soul!
When I use my ultimate, I'll build up charge and deal damage to all enemies.
Now that's
That is
battlefield
a really
control.
cool ultimate.
It's true that everything is like a game of chess. All about planning and strategy.
Also, when I use my technique, the character who triggers combat will receive the special buff at the start of the next battle. Keep this
That's
in mind
cool.
when planning your battle strategy.
Mm-hmm. With such a far-sighted commander leading our battles, who wouldn't want to serve under Her Majesty the
That's
Empress?
pretty cool.
Naturally, mediocrity has no place on the throne. The one who shall lead all of Amphorius can only be, and must be, me.
She's so full of
However,
herself. I love
after
it.
experiencing Ciridra's story in version 3.5, you might discover that there's more than meets the eye behind this cold Imperator. Stay tuned! Now let's take a look at the version 3.5 banners. In version 3.5's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character High Ceilings. Limited 5-star light cone, Why Does the Ocean Sing, will have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star character.
So it's gonna be
Kafka is
Kafka,
returning.
and it's
And
gonna
at the same
be
time,
okay.
limited 5-star light cone, patience is all you need, will become available once again. In version 3.5 second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character.
That's a cool light
Saritra.
cone.
The limited 5-star light cone, Epoch etched in golden blood, will have a boosted drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star character, Silver Wolf is returning.
Okay.
But at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, Incessant Rain, will become available once again.
Mhm.
Nice.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more shortly.
Emporian Secrets, the Imperator's
Black
Trial.
Calendar 3950. Sarita returns triumphant from vanquishing the Black Tide. Victory belongs to every citizen, and even more reassuring than the mighty Dromus is the figure of the Imperator.
Mom, why is the Imperator sitting on a book?
Black Calendar 3959. The Imperator shall crown her great new endeavor in her name. A library or city-state? The answer will soon be revealed.
This will be the greatest salad ever.
Let's add some fish, too.
As you command.
People often say
So I
that the
think I'll have
Plankish
to
Army's
wait
undefeated
to
record was thanks to the Imperator's
see.
strategies. One afternoon in Light Calendar 3960, we were fortunate enough to witness.
Checkmate.
Why can your chess pieces fly?
Behold, my new Dromus Legion. How do you like them, my dear subject?
Welcome back! Now that we're halfway through the feast, it's time to grab some food and fill those bellies. In version 3.5, the Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant will make its
Restaurant.
debut.
Oh my
During this event,
god.
Trailblazers will team up with Chrysos heirs to run a restaurant in ID's Elysiae.
Running a restaurant with the Chrysos heirs? That
That's
sounds familiar.
fun.
Where have I seen that before?
Weren't we supposed to save the world? What's all this about opening a restaurant?
Actually, it's the story that Cyrene told us.
Oh?
Even though it's just a story, it holds infinite possibilities and will create many beautiful memories.
Looks like a lot of
Let
fun.
old Albert tell you all about it. First, this restaurant's customers are quite special. Our purpose in opening this place is to serve delicious food to the little fairies from the Membran's Maze and bring a new lease of life to this abandoned restaurant. In the restaurant, the Trailblazer needs to take on the role of a restaurant manager, run the establishment, and win the approval of fairy customers. Also participate in the regular Membran's Maze food review, earn stars step by step, and ultimately become a 4-star Memshalem restaurant.
All right. Then what's the style of this restaurant? And what dishes do they serve?
Salutations, dear guests! We specialize in authentic ID's Elysiae haute cuisine. Please take a look at our menu, carefully curated by our native-born chef from
It
ID's
looks like
Elysiae.
rabbit food.
Owner uses local organic ingredients. Today's special is our fresh lettuce salad, made with all natural organic greens and paired with our signature dressing for a crisp, refreshing taste and a smooth, lingering finish. Our chef who prepared and mixed the salad right at your table, offering you the full ceremonial experience.
So it seems
Salad? Oh, it looks good.
very
What else
much
have you
like
got?
3.5 is going
also
to be very
have the
heavily
colorful
story
salad.
based.
And the Seti salad.
And like
Wait a minute. Why
couple
is
small
everything
events here and there.
salad?
Well, one reason is that Mr. Finan, one of our head chefs, specializes in salads. And the other reason is the restaurant is still in its early stages. So we're a bit limited on ingredients and
So
supplies.
Finon is the one running it?
However,
That's kind of funny.
As your management level increases, the Trailblazer can unlock more menu items, expand the shop size, and recruit more members. And to meet the customer's demands, the Trailblazer will need to work with everyone to grow various ingredients besides running the restaurant. Now, our 2 agricultural experts in Accent Hyacinth and the helpful field fairies will join forces to guide the Trailblazer through the planning process.
It looks like we won't have to worry about ingredients with Anaxa and Hyacinth around.
So it's almost
Leave
like
it to the
all the timelines are
professionals.
crashing
One
together.
dare say it finally bears the semblance of
Or
a
maybe this
contender
is
for
like a universe
4
outside
Michelin
the regular
stars.
one.
Of course, having ingredients alone isn't enough. As a restaurant manager, the Trailblazer needs to consider many other
This
aspects.
feels like Cheesetopia.
For example, the ingredients you grow should match the restaurant's current recommended dishes to maximize operating profits. Leveling up dishes can enhance quality and increase the average spend per customer. Proper staffing in both the kitchen and dining area is essential to reduce customer wait
So
times
it's-
and increase table turnover rates.
It's similar to like
Purchasing specific
Cheesetopia
facilities
as
can
well
also
as
boost the
the
restaurant's reputation
Cheval
and
Marin
attract more
Festival.
customers. Plus, different fairy customers have different personalities and unique dining preferences.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some fairy customers prefer set meals, while others are competitive eaters.
It looks like
doing
it'll be
food
fun,
reviews who
but
tend to eat a lot more. And some fairy customers try to sneak away without paying.
Oh? Trying to dine and dash. Someone's about to face the judgment of the law.
While running the
Ooh.
business, you'll often face unexpected situations that need the Trailblazer's decision-making skills. Running a restaurant isn't exactly a walk in the park. As for what roles the other Chrysosea friends will
of course
play
you
in the
get a
restaurant,
4-star light cone.
you'll have to discover that for yourself in the game,
That makes sense.
Trailblazer.
Because I think last event was...
After a hearty meal, it's time to get some drinks. In the event Old Brews and New Friends, the Trailblazer will once
Making
again
drinks
show off their skills
again.
as a special guest drinksmith at the Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Master Drinksmith of Penacony? This little one sure is a jack of all trades. Are you going to mix drinks for our monster friends again this time?
Nope. This time, some familiar friends will be dropping by the lounge. Each friend carries their own little worries, and the Trailblazer can whip up a magical drink
instead
to
of
lift their mood.
the monsters,
Delicious
it's
and
now
healing all in one.
Oh? Which friends
your
will
actual
be making an
friends in the
appearance?
game. That's kind of cool.
Like Dr. Ratio, who came to Penacony to enlighten the masses,
Nah.
or Director Topaz, who's exhausted from
I like
dealing with
Numby.
Penacony's
I don't
equity
like
transfer.
Topaz.
Or maybe that
Kaka.
lovely lady from the Stellar Hunters might pay us a visit.
Huh?
Oh, I see.
What if the Trailblazer messes up and can't mix the right drink?
No big deal. And hey, if you stumble upon a secret recipe, you might just see a whole new side of your friends.
Judging by the Trailblazer's nature, they'll probably have an accidental slip-up.
After serving all the
Yeah.
guests, the Trailblazer can invite them back for one more special surprise drink. May this special mixed recipe
Which is how
create
the other
unique and
one was,
unforgettable
so
memories tonight
that makes
for the
sense.
Trailblazer and their unexpected
It's weird
guests.
that they waited this long to
That's not all for
bring back
3.5, is it, Madam
Dream Jolt
Herta?
Hostery.
That's not all. In version 3.5, I will launch the AI Herta experiment. I digitized portions of my memory and knowledge into data, uploaded them to the space station's encrypted server, and created a digital version of myself. In the Space Station Task Force event, Trailblazers need to train the AI Herta by completing different assignments to obtain assignment rewards.
To a fighting
Training
event,
an AI Herta?
maybe?
Hello, Chat Herta.
Oh, don't even bother. Chat Herta has rejected your query, citing insufficient complexity.
Hey, wait a sec. I haven't even asked anything yet.
Chat Herta's already trained on your behavioral patterns. It's just making predictions.
Hmm.
All right. As we wrap up this feast, I've got some after-dinner treats for everyone. First up, our old
Gift of
friend,
Odyssey,
the
yep.
Gift of Odyssey.
Nice. Yay! The Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty events will also
Makes
return.
sense.
Complete the challenges to earn double rewards.
Shape of Siren's Stagnant Shadow will also be available, and you can obtain the Ascension material Sea Siren's Torn Fin for ice characters upon completing the challenge.
Additionally,
Interesting.
in version 3.5, the feature mentioned in the previous official notice that allows individual voiceover switching for collaboration characters will be launched.
That's cool.
Trailblazers will be able to switch interaction, combat, and idle voices from the current voiceover to the original licensed audio.
That's pretty
In
cool.
other words, you can switch Saber and Archer's interaction and combat voice lines to Japanese while keeping all other characters unchanged.
Nice.
Nice.
Finally, Honkai Star Rail will also be joining this year's Gamescom. From August 20th to August 24th this year, Honkai Star Rail will greet everyone with a brand new boot style. Trailblazers, come visit us and get your free goodies. Stay tuned to our official social media channels for more details.
I wish I could go to those.
All right, and with that, it's time for us to bid farewell to this feast. Thanks to all our special guests for being with us. See you all next time. Bye-bye.
Farewell.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
See you
everybody.
next time.
They didn't really give away too much about the 3.5 main quest, which I'm happy about. I'm very happy they didn't do that. However, I do kind of wish they gave off a little bit more, but we'll see, I guess, how Suridra is in-game as well as Hycilians. I'm very interested to see how fighting Lygus is going to go. That's going to be an interesting thing. I'm curious if 3.5's main story is going to be the finale of Inforius, or if they're going to keep going up until 3.8. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I meant to react to this yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to, so this is why it's its own video, not a live stream. But that's going to be about it. Let me know if you plan on pulling for Suridra down below. Let me know which characters you're looking forward to seeing. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the 3.5 main story. The side events are pretty generic. It's cool that they're bringing back the Dream Jolt holstery event, as well as they're doing a fairy like restaurant. But other than that, not really a lot of new stuff. I have a feeling the story is probably going to make up for it, because the Fate collab from this current update was a major letdown. Like, it was really, really bad. But that's going to be about it. Leave a like down below. Comment your thoughts on the live stream and what you like to see in 3.5. New videos every Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. EST. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys later.